Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about my YouTube channel, essentially, and my re-entry into business. I've been in business since 2015, and I looked back actually. I've posted 320 videos on YouTube, which is crazy to me. So I looked back at my initial videos, and my very first videos were blabs. Does anyone remember? If you did a blab with me, like hit me up because it's just so hilarious. I remembered with Leah Cairns the other day and Aisha Kennedy and my friend Trish, and we all used to jump on and do these really quick micro interviews, and blab was a really fun thing. And so I would upload the recordings of the blabs onto YouTube, and I also would often have, like a client session with someone, and then there'd be some little tech tip that I was going to show them that I didn't quite get to in the session. So I sort of used it initially as a client support tool, and I thought, well, someone else might like it, so I'd put it up onto YouTube, or people would have questions for me and I'd be like, oh, I'll make a video and I'll explain it and I'll send you the link. So that's kind of how my YouTube really started. And in between when I started my YouTube account and now, there have been a number of really successful videos on there. I think my first really successful video was called How to Create a Free Landing Page on MailChimp. The second one was How to Put Faces in Circles in Canva. And my current high performer is called How to Share Your Canva Design to Your Facebook Business Page. And so the thing is, and it was the same before I stopped. So another little thing to know is I took a job with University of Wollongong. And so for 2023, 2024, I wasn't really posting content at all. And so when I came back to my business, I was really interested and open about what was going on in my business. I'm just having worked with the Innovation Hub for all that time, it just gave me a different perspective on my business. And the thing that really stumped me about my YouTube videos that had performed well was my main niche in my business is women, probably over 40, who are healers and coaches, who are trying to get more online. They pretty much hate tech, and that's who I tend to work with. I tend to work with them one-on-one, or I actually do done for you stuff for them, like building them websites or making courses for them. And I get those women, right? Like, I'm a lot like them. We care about the same stuff, and we're on the same page. We're like sisters from another mister or whatever you say. But my audience on YouTube is men, okay, which is fine. I am heterosexual. I'm not entirely against men, but men over my main audience, okay, is men over 65. And if you're one of these men over 65, I would love to talk to you about your business aspirations and how I can serve you. What kind of things you'd be interested in doing in terms of working with me, because I haven't actually worked with any of these people who watch all my YouTube videos. Men over 65 in Australia, that's the main group, and then also a small number from like UK, US, Canada, and then it starts to dwindle off. So sorry about that. I'm getting over a cold. I mean, initially, I have to admit, I just didn't have headspace. Like, I think that's the thing when a person's starting a business, it's really great to have a single niche. And I was really happy with my single niche. Like, I wasn't interested in chasing another niche. But now I feel like my original niche is working all by itself. I don't even have to think twice about how to message those people. I don't have to think twice about how to serve them and what they might need. It's very natural. But this new niche, it's kind of interesting. It feels like a little bit of a challenge or something to me. So I'm in a new place where I'm really open to trying different things. And another thing I've been doing is, like, since ChatGPT launched, my partner and every person I know really has been like, oh, do you use AI? Just assuming that I would be interacting with the AI. But the thing with me is, even though I might be ahead of you on the curve in terms of tech, I'm actually not an early adopter. Like, I'm not a laggard either, but I'm kind of just like, yeah, I'm not an early adopter. It doesn't excite me to kind of go and try something brand new and have to figure it all out. I do that with some tech platforms, but not in an early adopter way anyway. So I've been kind of grabbing my data out of my YouTube data out of YouTube analytics and feeding it into GPT, whichever one it is, and just seeing what it tells me. I'm like, pretend that you're like my business coach. What would you tell me? And it's been giving some pretty solid advice, because at the same time, I did a session with someone about YouTube. So I wanted to make sure I was clear on what's current, and I started watching heaps of YouTube channel optimization videos so I could serve this client really well. I mean, I knew all of that stuff they were saying already, but it was really good for me to remember it, and it got me really inspired to really focus and double down on my own account. So then I was kind of working with ChatGPT to analyze all the existing successful videos, just to see what ideas could be generated through my exchange with ChatGPT. ChatGPT loves talking about, titles, thumbnails, descriptions, which is what all the YouTube content says is important, playlists, tags, comments, which, like, I'm onto all of that anyway. And then it was talking about video clusters, which I'm happy to talk about. If you're interested, just let me know and I'll make a video about all of that stuff. But it was also talking about having freebies and having, different sales products, like tiers of products. So from really low cost products, like a $30 product, a $90 or $100 product, and then up into higher level products. So like, I am a marketer. I'm familiar with all of that stuff. It's just that I don't often shine that light on my own business. I'm like sometimes really busy, or I've kind of got my own passion and excitement, and I haven't really shone this particular light on my own business. So, the thing with me is that I'm in this new curiosity and willingness. So I have actually created 3 freebies, and I'm in the process of making a low cost product just to see what will happen, like in a very experimental way, just to see, like, if there's so many people. The thing is, like, when I was away and I was at UOW and I wasn't in my business, I was still getting 136 watch hours a year. So now, to get monetized, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, which I have. You have to have 3 full-length videos uploaded, which I have. I have 300. And you have to have 4,000 active, is it called active watch hours? There's a word for it. I'm going to get it up. When I look at my analytics, it says valid public watch hours. So even when I was not making any content for that year, I was still getting 139 valid public watch hours doing nothing. So my thinking is, what if? Like, what if I started, optimizing my videos, making heaps more content, making some of the content aligned with ChatGPT recommendations, and also just having permission to make whatever freaking content I want, and just see if I can develop a business model that will attend and serve this other target audience of mine, which is the men over 50. So I also thought it might be fun for you to see what I'm going through. I thought it might be valuable to see the kinds of tools I'm using, the process I'm engaged in as I reinvigorate my channel, and see how I track on this goal to becoming monetized and developing the business model. So it's 16th of June. My current situation, like with my monetization, is I've got enough subscribers, I've got enough uploads, and I have 139 valid watch hours. My goal is 4,000 watch hours. And right now, it's a very big goal. It does feel a bit intimidating. However, I did talk to ChatGPT, and it seems to think I could do that in 6 months. So I'm fascinated. I'm so interested to see what will happen. And yeah, I'm going to take you along with me on the journey. I'm going to do it podcast style, and then I'll upload it to YouTube without the video, because I need to be able to sometimes just do this from bed. And I think it could just be quite fun. So let me know if you want to see my face, let me know, and I can do it as a video. But for now, it's just going to have a fun picture of my face so that I can chill out and do other stuff with my time. I hope you have a beautiful day. Please hit me up if you have any questions, and yeah, you'll be hearing from me. Mwah.